What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing Dune Part 2 starring Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Javier Bardem, and Zendaya. Enjoy. Dune Part 2 picks up so closely on the heels of the first film that the Fremen are still transporting the body of Jamis home again after he was bested in the fight with Paul Atreides, played by Timothée Chalamet, at the end of Dune Part 1. After the massacre on House Atreides, Paul chose to go with the Fremen, much to the consternation of his mother Jessica, played by Rebecca Ferguson. Thinking both Paul and Jessica were taken by the desert and all hopped up on violence after destroying the Atreides interlopers, House Harkonnen amplifies its attacks on the Fremen. Fremen tribal leader named Stilgar, played by Javier Bardem, is convinced that Paul Atreides is the chosen one that has been foretold amongst the people for generations. Even as so much the mythology points to Paul's savior role, the emo king tried to blend into the Fremen, forming a relationship with a young warrior named Johnny, played by Zendaya. Paul passes the tests put in front of him by the Fremen, including a badass sandworm sequence. He then takes on the tribal name of Maud Dib and vows vengeance against the Harkonnen, who are behind his father's death. And that's all I'm going to say on that, as this is a spoiler-free review. This movie added a lot more new characters, including a standout performance by Austin Butler, who played Fed Rotha, a psychopathic Harkonnen with great fighting skills who is tasked with finding and ending the Fremen. This movie definitely had a lot more going on, so if you weren't sold on the first part, Part 2 will definitely do the trick. It adds more lore and info on the reasonings behind the betrayal on Arrakis and death of Duke Leto, Paul Atreides' father, played by Oscar Isaac in the first movie. Director Denis Villeneuve, who is known for other sci-fi epics such as Arrival and Blade Runner 2049, has outdone himself with this movie. I think this is the best looking movie to date of his. The cinematography was some of the best I've ever seen on screen. I gave this movie a perfect score, 5 out of 5. The word epic does not describe what I saw with my eyeballs. The hype of this movie is very real, and you should see this on the biggest screen possible. Don't walk, run to see Dune Part 2. And if you're like me, you don't want to miss a second of any movie, especially this one. So do yourself a favor, and if you got yourself your Danussi, make sure you have it filled with popcorn. It's not very practical for popcorn, to be honest. Thank you for watching, and if you liked what you heard today, please subscribe for more movie reviews upcoming. Have a good day.